There are many ways you can be wrong in the anime community, like saying that Fullmetal Alchemist is a bad anime, or saying that Goku cannot beat Saitama. But there's no worse statement than saying that 2D girls are better than 3D girls. If you've been around the anime community for a while, you've probably heard the quote that 2D is better than 3D. And the memes of whether 2D girls are better than 3D girls have been around forever. But it's just that whenever you look at a meme saying that 2D girls are better, the poster and everyone in the comments are usually just memeing. It's just a joke to make people laugh. But there's always someone who takes it a bit too seriously. These people, the ones who reject the 3D, are the reason why body pillows and these weird things exist. They're the reason why anime conventions smell like they do. And if you look at my channel and see my videos, you already know how down bad I am. But even I am not that bad. Yet. But yet I am still calling them out, and if you watch till the end of this video you'll see why, and I bet you'll be surprised at how bad and how popular this sentiment has gotten over the past few years. Anyway, let's get into it. So over the past few years there are now communities where people have a relationship with their anime character, and in these communities they celebrate all the posters, the figurines, the merchandise they have of their beloved anime characters. Basically bring the whole anime store worth of products into their bedroom. But looking at these bedrooms, I would not want to bring a black light into these rooms. I mean, who needs a sperm bank when you got rooms like these? And this gets pretty ridiculous when you start looking at enough photos because you realize some definitely cannot afford the merch that they're buying. Like, sir, those bezels on that monitor are far too thick for you to be buying all this merch. And I just want to be clear that I'm not saying that you can't find your 2D characters to be attractive. I feel like everyone as a child at least had one cartoon anime crush, such as Yoruichi from Bleach, Hinata from Naruto, or anyone from Kim Possible. This is all normal. I mean, wanting to be stepped on by Raven? It happens. Wanting to get spit on by that aunt from Club Penguin? Been there, done that. But I just feel like these rooms are a bit too far. Now I could go on this whole video talking about these insane purchases, but are you surprised to hear that all this buying isn't even that bad in my opinion? I mean, it's still bad, but it's not the worst. I mean, spending your whole salary on some anime character? Hey, I just call that a gacha player. I wouldn't just only make a video on something like this. What's bad? What really triggered me to make this video was their emotional connection to these 2D characters. Let's go take a look at some of them. To get an understanding of how strong their emotional connection is with their anime character and why it weirds me out, I believe there's no better place to look at than the rules of this community. And although there was like over 10 rules in this community, I summed it down to only 3 for you all. Number 1, you're not allowed to have multiple waifus. You can't be no Tengen Uzui from Demon Slayer, you can't be no Ned from the Try Guys, you can't do any of that school days stuff. You can't be no... Okay, you probably get the point. Second rule, no 3D. No dating or being romantically involved with a real person while claiming a waifu. This is considered a betrayal to your waifu, and it's the same as if you married a real person then dated someone on the side. And with this rule, they're already treating anime characters as a real partner, which should be a huge red flag, but let's carry on. For the third rule, no hug blanketing. Hug blanketing is a term where a waifu is used simply as a tool to make someone feel better. A hug blanketer will drop a waifu for a real person if given the opportunity. This is not acceptable. Now there's a lot of other rules, but I think you have a pretty good idea of what these people are going to be like. Anyway, one of the most common posts that you see in these types of communities are going to be showing off their anniversary. And this is a little bit sad, like, hey brother, I do not think she's going to eat that. No? Okay. And there's also others. Like this one, now he was extremely committed. I mean, he made 2 plates of food. But I think she's just a little underage to have alcohol. And underaged. And as there are a lot of posts showing off their joy with their anime character, although it does seem a bit questionable at times, there are also people who have relationship problems with a fictional anime character, which my first thought is, how the hell did you do that? But it ended up creating one of my most favorite posts in this community, so let's take a look. Recently, someone started liking him, and has drawn romantic pictures of herself with him, as well as calling herself So's #1 fangirl, and it gets me enraged. It's like a rush that fills me up and wants me to show her I'm better than her, and prove that I like him more and that she should stay in her lane. I know it's much. I can't help but want her gone, and otherwise show how wrong she is to think she's So's #1 fangirl. Call me crazy, but it's the truth. I would beat her up, or harass her if I didn't have the decency. Well, thank God she doesn't have the decency to beat some other girl up for liking the same husbando. This obviously is a screaming red flag, and if she were in an anime, she'd be a yandere. And although I've been preaching the message that you should value 3D relationships over 2D ones, maybe just for her, stick to the 2D ones just a bit longer, because I feel like you're gonna end up in a prison. And although I couldn't find out who her husbando was supposed to be, I just hope this person's husbando isn't someone like Gojo, because otherwise she's gonna end up like that one guy from Attack on Titan. When I see this post, I always find it to be much more sad than someone buying like $1,000 worth of anime merchandise. But what I find most sad and depressing is the people's backstories and how they got into dating an anime character. Because almost certainly everyone's backstory is going to start like, I was bullied. Where the most famous example of this was when a 38-year-old Japanese man married Hatsune Miku. When your relationship with an anime character is literally affecting your relationships in real life, stopping you from having a partner or friends in general, it's just really concerning. And the quote "touch grass" has never been more applicable. But luckily people who date anime characters aren't too common, because you can't talk to your anime character, you can't touch your anime character, you can't do anything with your anime character. But over time, these barriers that prevented people from entering these 2D relationships have been falling, with the newest barrier being that you're now able to talk to your favorite anime character thanks to character AI. Or really any generative AI, but character AI is the big one. And people are dropping real friends, partners, swearing off the real world to talk with their anime characters on character AI, and this type of thinking gets more popular by the day. But the whole character AI rabbit hole is a video for another time, honestly. Hey, stuff nowadays is getting insane, and these communities that reject the 3D and embrace the 2D are only going to get exponentially bigger and bigger by the year. And there are already hundreds of thousands of these people already, probably even millions. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy merch of your favorite anime character, but I'm just saying getting to the level where you value them over real people, it's just a bit sad. But in the end, these characters aren't real, despite how real authors try to make them. But you know who is real? Me! Subscribe, like, and comment what you think about this, because this topic is actually getting more controversial by the day. See you soon. Bye.